Many different commercials and advertisements today try to sell a product by appealing to the audience's emotions. One of the more notable of Extra Gum's commercials, titled The Story of Sarah and Juan, relies mainly on pathos in order to appeal to the audience's emotions. However, by looking at the commercial through a feminist viewpoint, many parts where traditional gender roles are broken can help emphasize and strengthen the overall pathos rhetoric that is used throughout the entire commercial.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, would it be a sin? Oh, if I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Won't take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, for I can't help falling in love.
Give extra, get extra.
In an article by Sarah C. E. Riley talking about the traditional male role, she states, while both male and female traditional gender roles were represented as important, only male roles were equated with high status, achievement, and epistemological validity in terms of employment. While times have changed and more social constructionism is going away, males were typically considered the breadwinners of the household. Although this commercial does a good job at showing an emotional side, it is also able to show a more modern society where traditional gender roles do not necessarily apply. About halfway through the commercial is a scene where Sarah must go away for what is assumed to be a job of some sort. While she goes away, Juan must stay behind. Here's an example of where the commercial is breaking traditional gender roles and social constructionism and having Sarah be the main breadwinner of the relationship. As Sarah is breaking traditional gender roles by being the main moneymaker, Juan is also breaking traditional gender roles by showing his emotion. Throughout the commercial is a recurring theme that Juan is drawing meaningful moments of his relationship with Sarah on gum wrappers. While the meaning behind the gum wrappers can mean something deeper, the fact that Juan is drawing pictures and not Sarah is an example of Juan showing his emotion and breaking the traditional gender roles of a patriarchal society. When talking about the traditional roles of a patriarchal society, Lewis Tyson explains that because the traditional gender roles dictate that men are supposed to be strong, physically powerful, and emotionally stoic, they are not supposed to cry because crying is considered a sign of weakness, a sign that one has been overpowered by one's emotions. While Juan is never seen as crying throughout the commercial, he is seen by giving into his emotions through drawing on the gum wrappers. Juan is not only giving into his emotions, but expressing his emotion and love for Sarah. This theme of drawing on gum wrappers goes throughout the whole commercial until the proposal scene at the end, where multiple wrappers with drawings can be seen. While this is an example of the commercial breaking traditional gender roles, it also helps strengthen the pathos rhetoric that is in the commercial. During my first analysis on this commercial, I explained how the overuse of the commercial's pathos left almost no room for either ethos or logos to be shown in the commercial. Through the feminist lens, the examples given help to support the overuse of the pathos rhetoric within the commercial. While Sarah breaks her traditional gender role and goes away on a job, the emotional feeling can be felt by the people who are in the audience, by bringing them back to a time where they had to leave their loved one for a long time. When Juan breaks his traditional gender role and gives into his emotions, the drawings that he makes make up for most of the emotional feelings that are being given off throughout the commercial. The large amount of emotion that is in the commercial leads the commercial to committing an appeal to emotional fallacy. The appeal to emotion fallacy is described by Brown and Keeley as the use of emotionally charged language to distract readers and listeners from the relevant reasons and evidence. It is the large use of pathos in the commercial that makes its argument have little or no logic or reasoning as to why someone should buy the product. The commercial titled The Story of Sarah and Juan does a great job at showing more modern and equal gender roles when looking at it through a feminist lens. However, it is the use of the more modern gender roles that lead this commercial into making an appeal to emotion fallacy, which makes the advertisement not useful because of its lack of logical evidence or reasoning.